Good fucking morning. It's hot as shit. What is it? 8 in the morning. You know, you've been walking around with a thing to not against the rain, against the sun. Okay. Again, why cold approach is so important? Because you calibrate. As a man, you need to calibrate really hardcore to be able to stop a woman in just when she's walking around. You know, when she's doing her thing, and besides of getting the balls to do it and getting out of your own way of saying to yourself, no, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Which, by the way, all those tough guys, all those managers, salespeople, those PDs and everything else, they're just tough guys in the sales room. Nikolai, уже выкинул все. They're just tough guys in the sales room. You put them in front of a random girl on the street, they shit their pants like a kid. So that's how I see nowadays a lot of like these tough guys walking around. They're just tough because of their job or their uniform or their status or something. Николай, нельзя, все, пойдем. Все, закинул, нельзя. Yeah, how fucking... Shut the fuck up! Fucking stupid motherfucking dog. Okay, for all of you dog lovers out there, I'm sorry. Fuck you too. Anyhow, yeah, so collaboration is super important, especially when you take a client or you approach a client, whether you are in timeshare sales or not. It's just when you calibrate, when you look at the girl, you need to calibrate. You need to look at her hair, maybe something funny about her hair. Maybe some pushing and pulling, you know. You look very nice, but I don't know about that hat. You know, that's giving something and taking something. So you just play that playful approach. There's so many details into approaching that once you approach a girl, you can stop a girl and get her into a nice mood and everything else. And those pushes and pulls, the first minute or two are very, very important. Once you master that, you sure as hell will master how to sort of sell somebody or approach somebody, which is, you know what they say, the first couple of minutes that you know somebody is the most important, or the first couple of seconds, 5 seconds rule, whatever fucking rule. So in any case, it's that's one of the reasons why cold approach is so important to learn for any guy saleswoman, and about girls I'm not sure, but probably also the same. So for example, is she walking fast? Is she walking slow? Is she holding a phone? Is she sitting down? Is she with somebody? Is she with older somebody, maybe a sister? That's another approach. So all of those, no, Nikolai, no puede subir. No, el niño no está, no puede subir. My kid is always like, when he sees I'm making a video, he's just trying to fuck the video up. Okay, pressure. So, what was I talking about? Yeah, so that's why it's so essential to do cold approach for salespeople, because if you can do that, you sure as hell can approach the right way. Your calibration will be way better, and if you're a little bit off, you can adjust to that, because that's life and death, more or less, when you approach a girl. So when you have a client, it's easier, because the client is already there, right? He already knows it's a sales situation. It's not as hard as when a woman doesn't know you and she's walking on the street and there's like a million people around you. It's way tougher psychologically than the bridge that you have to cross when you just see a couple that's already been invited and they know it's a sales process, etc. Your chances that you are super nervous like that is not like that. You're not that nervous, so it's easier to calibrate. So when you do the hard part on the street, the cold approach, and then you switch to the couple the next day, for example, you go to work, you get a couple. Man, it's a walk in the fucking park to make a nice first impression. And you know what they say, the first impression always counts. A lot of times, just the first impression, people can lose most of the objections that they were thinking about. I'm not going to buy because of this, I'm not going to buy because of that, I'm not going to buy because of this. Have you ever had it that you went into a store or somewhere else, or you met somebody and you had this shitty fucking mood that you wanted to kill everybody, and all of a sudden, well, maybe you're not Russian. If you are Russian, that's mainly your modus operandi. Uh, and then you meet somebody and you're like, fuck, the world is a beautiful place. I want to hang around this guy or this woman, or these people. So that's the feeling that you can give to somebody, and that's already a huge thing, a very, very big thing. People can, like, if you're later on a little bit pushy, they're not gonna tell you, you're so pushy. You're like, you're just this fucking pushy guy. That's so funny. You're typical sales.